Hello! Welcome to the weekend update. My name is Mr. Grell in 8th grade. Buckle up because there's plenty to share about tonight. I wear my sunglasses at night. That's a reference for the parents. Hope there's going to be many other oldies hits allusions over the weeks to come. I'm wearing these sunglasses for anyone who knows that sometimes it gets too bright out. And sometimes I wear these while I'm staring at my computer because I stare at my computer all the time now. This hat is back on to help Ellie. Ellie was getting a little squirrely watching videos when my hair wasn't covered, so this one's for you, buddy. I wanted to start this weekend update with a few shout-outs. To all 8th grade students, Miss O, that would be Miss Osterink, has sent a message. She says, "Hello, and I miss you very much." I can say I echo her words myself. Several student shout-outs today. The first one would go to Sydney. Way to go, Sydney. Sydney asked for a day extension on her essay this week. It was granted, and then she turned in her work the next day. Way to go. Booyah. Shout out to Eva. Eva, you have been a rock star online learner. Your positivity exudes with the messages that you've been sending me. Thanks for sharing music with me. You are so kind. You've got a great heart. Clara, hope that you've eaten some great cupcakes this weekend. Hopefully you're baking some to put the British baking show to shame. Giving a shout out to AJ. AJ has become a workout warrior. Really taken that gym class seriously. Push-ups and sit-ups are strong with this one, and I can say I try to do no fewer than 200 sit-ups a day now. If you've got the time, you've got the time. Giving some cheers to some comeback kids. These comeback kids would be people who did a ton of work over the last few days, and surprisingly, you guys seem very productive on Google Classroom over the weekend. Some of you just do it on Saturday and Sunday. All right. The comeback kids would be Ben, would be Seth, Lexi, Valeria or Valpal. Way to go. Ezra Moss, Connor, and Darren. Way to go. Keep up the good work. All righty. I've got a riddle for you now. The riddle is this. It is 8 a.m. My birthday was yesterday. Your birthday is tomorrow. Whose birthday is closer? For the answer, please write a message to Ezekiel Velasquez. Hashtag tag me. Ezekiel has the answer for you. Final shout out. I want to give a shout out to Micah Cortman. Micah, you have been extremely kind. And I can just sense your appreciation for family, for teachers, for life, whenever you send a message to me. So I appreciate you greatly, and I hope you can spread kindness in the next few weeks here. Special shout out to everyone. Week 2, you guys had so much positivity. There was excitement in your word choice. I haven't heard your voices in a while, but I'm getting a lot of texts over the Google Classroom correspondence. It's been pretty exciting. That would be all for the weekend update. Wanted to quick say, call something like it is here at the moment. I just wanted to make sure that there is one person in your life telling you that the experience that you're going through is not easy. This is a very hard thing we're going through. I'm sure you've known that. Maybe some of you are talking about this in your family. Nobody said that it was easy. But I want to make sure that there's one person telling you that it's not easy, that if you have a bad day, that if you feel really tired all the time, if you have headaches, that makes sense. I'm really sad that's happening to you. It's not easy. Let's try to keep finding ways to keep ourselves healthy. Now, moving on to the news here. One thing I saw in the news this weekend is that the virus fears spark a surge of gun sales. Now, I'm not here to talk about anything Second Amendment or anything. Some people are buying guns. I haven't. But I wanted to bring this up because It's interesting how different events change our behaviors. I don't know if you're like me, but when the world goes back to normal and things kind of pick up the old way that they were, I'm almost scared at how people are going to behave. I wonder if there's going to be a craziness, if there's going to be like a pent-up energy. I wonder how people are going to express themselves. There's probably going to be some very good celebrations, but there's probably going to be some craziness as well. Next category would be money. Money, as we know, some of you have been quite interested in social studies these days, probably because you're living it every second. My question for you is this: will we have a moral imperative to eat out when life returns to normal? Now, let me explain what a moral imperative is. A moral imperative means, now, it's not just something that it's not a suggestion, it's almost a duty, it's almost a must. Have you been eating out at all? Have you been getting takeout at all? I've been eating at home most of the time, but small businesses need help to stay afloat. They're still in operation right now, especially when the economy gets back up and running. Will families take that step to eat out? Some will be able to, some might not, but it's really interesting to think about. What should we do about that? Next one would be sports. Not many scores to update you on, but here's something. The Olympics have been postponed for this summer of 2020, but I'm here to say that exercise has not. Class, view your body as your own workout equipment. Anything that you can do to move, I bet that's going to increase your emotional happiness a bit. Still waiting for one student to invent a game or a sport. And as soon as you do, please email me and I will describe it on a future video. Last category would be life. Have you ever had a Netflix party? Do you know what I'm talking about? I had my first Netflix party this Saturday. A Netflix party is an easy download. It's a Chrome extension. And what you do is you Zoom or Google Meet with your friends. Someone acts as host, and you pick out a movie. They email or text a link to you. And then if you have the Netflix Party app or feature, then you can all stream a video together and keep up a chat room dialogue. Not surprisingly, I thought the chat room was the best part about it. Next is my novel is near completion. I've at page 177. I feel like that novel is going to be done by Wednesday. I'm getting excited about it. It's been very draining as well. Finally, I welcome any emails from students, even if you're using your parent email. If you need a listening ear, just to be a pen pal with. Can't say I'll write paragraphs and paragraphs back to you, but if you want me to know anything, or if you have any questions, or if you have any jokes to share, I would love an email from you, and I will send you one back. Okay? Bring this home, Grell. Alrighty, let's get into our school week now. We have 4 days this week before spring break. I am staying home for spring break this year. We've got Monday through Thursday this week, chums. Reading is going to be poems. There's stuff to look forward to. I've got some pretty awesome poem videos to send with you. We're going to listen to a song tomorrow. Writing, you're just going to experiment in a very basic way with poetry. Social studies, hear ye, hear ye. Social studies is going to have the you're going to be learning about the food industry, the quality of food in our factories. Very nice. And then women's suffrage. Suffrage sounds like they're in pain, and in many ways they are. But in this case, suffrage is a fight for the right to vote. On Thursday, you will have a quiz right before spring break, because I'm that type of teacher. The virtue of the week is appreciation. appreciation. Week 1, we had adaptability. We're getting used to the changes. It's still going to take time. On last week, we had empathy, and then this week is appreciation. Let me read the definition here. At least one definition says, appreciation is being able to recognize the qualities within yourself, qualities within others, and the qualities of everyday experiences. Let me tell you about my grandpa. I appreciate my grandpa. He is in his late 90s. I believe in August he will be celebrating his 97th birthday. I'm worried about him. He's already been in frail health. He's been a sturdy fellow all of his days, though, but he's in lockdown in his assisted living in Wisconsin. As we know, the nursing homes or assisted living has not been a very safe place to quarantine the virus. So I think it's a really odd world that he's living in, that this man could survive the World War II and outlive most of his loved ones and still face the threat of a virus in his rich old age. Instead of worrying, though, I think about, I appreciate just the man who he was, the man that he was for me. He always told me to smile at my teacher. Always taught me to say thank you. He taught me the advice, easy does it. Could apply to anything. Sometimes we just try too hard. Sometimes we're perfectionists. So, Grandpa Paso, I love you. I appreciate you. Thanks for letting me share. This week I want you to think about one thing you appreciate about yourself and one person that you're neglecting, one person that you're taking for granted, but you're realizing that you really appreciate them as well. Very nice. If you've made it this long in the video, you are my hero for the week. Way to start off in a great way. I love you, people. Stay sensible, stay safe, stay sane, stay healthy, stay hopeful.